would much rather be single than stuck in something that isn't fulfilling. I would much rather be single than married to a partner that it isn't equitable. I would much rather be single than be lonely in my relationship. We treat singledom as if it is this curse, as if you are unpicked or unwanted or undesirable. And it's like, maybe she just didn't settle.
Maybe men are single because there are not enough good traditional women for all the men that are traditional and willing to have a family, while women are single because they cannot pick good men and prioritize bad boys over good boys. Maybe that's the case. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing a video about what I hear you say. Take a guess, gentlemen. A video about women that know how to date, pick good men and end up in families, or about women who are miserable dating because they keep fumbling over the same mistake 500 times in a row. I'll let you guess. And yes, if you said the second option, you are correct. Let's get started.
Imagine this. You're talking to a guy for about 2 months. Things are going really well. He takes you on an awesome weekend getaway to a cozy cabin. It's perfect. You're like, this could really go somewhere.
I wonder whatever happened in that cabin. I wonder if they have just been quote-unquote talking for 2 months, or if she has spread her legs and is now going to proceed to whine and complain and rant about this man not committing after she has given out the milk for free. I wonder.
A couple weeks after the cabin, things are kind of like slowing down a little bit, and you check in and you're like, is everything okay? He says, yeah. Explains what his family's dealing with. Says, this is why, I'm sorry. I said, no problem. I can give you as much or as little space as needed. He says, nope, I appreciate you. I want you, like, I want to keep pursuing this, essentially. So you give him his space. You haven't seen you.
Notice the investment this woman has towards this man, alright? This is the treatment that chads get. Because he's leagues above her, because she knows that she cannot keep his attention span otherwise, she's ready to do anything for him. Oh, my king, I'll give you whatever space you need. Just tell me how you feel. I'll give you time. I'll do anything, please. I'm such a good wife. Just keep paying attention to me, please. This is how desperate they are for Chad. If this guy was not Chad, he will just be one of the many messages on her socials that she leaves on red.
Each other in a couple weeks. You make plans to see each other today. This morning you talk to him. He tells me what's going on. I say, you have a lot going on. Do you want to reschedule tonight? He says, no, I haven't seen you in weeks. I want to see you tonight. I say, okay, because I would rather know now so I don't waste my whole day. He says, nope. So you get ready. You take an everything shower. You get completely ready, head to toe. 6 p.m., he sends you a snap, drinking a beer, saying it's going to be a long night at the parents', rough night. You say, so should I not have gotten ready to come over to your house? Mind you, it's an hour drive. He says, probably not. It's been a rough night, whatever.
Remember in Taylor's videos when he used to mention how women will drive 2 hours in a thunderstorm to get to Chad's house? Well, this woman proves him correct. Again, guys, when you are Chad, they'll drive towards you. They'll be understanding. They'll give you all the time and space you need. If you are not Chad, however, you can be messaging them all day, sending them flowers, writing poems. They just couldn't care less.
Okay. I actually asked you this morning to let me know if this was going to happen, and you said it wouldn't. And now it's 6 p.m. He doesn't reply.
On to the next one, she says, as she barely keeps her tears from falling from her eyes. Wow, such a sad story, guys. She mowed the lawn, but she won't be receiving any visitors tonight. She had an all shower, but nobody is going to be walking through her back door tonight. Really sad story. Don't pick the Chads, couldn't care less. Now, guys, we'll have a woman here that is going to statistically explain why dating apps suck. Let's take a listen.
This is the real reason that dating apps are a complete waste of time for the majority of people, and I have not seen a single person break it down like this yet. I really wish I had some better data to go off of, but I'm an information systems major, so I'm gonna apply some stats here. My best guess is that 5% of people on the apps are in actual relationships and they're looking to cheat on their partner. That's unfortunately probably low, but I'm trying to be optimistic. Another 15% are fresh out of a breakup. They are trying to ease their pain and get under or over somebody as quickly as possible. Also probably low, but we're gonna go with it. Now there's another 25% of people just looking for hookups, fun, whatever it is. And yes, I know that the apps have that like feature saying looking for something casual, but the majority of people actually looking for something casual aren't going to put that because they know their chances are way higher if they act like they actually want something with somebody. Now
Oh, absolutely. That's what chads do all the time. It's a one-trick pony, really. Chads, they only have one trick. Oh, I think I'm interested, but I don't know. Let's see how it goes. But spread your legs first. And these women always do. Not this one in particular, right? And women in general. They always fall for the same thing. Why? Because they don't care. Because they want to fall for it. Because they want Chad's attention and validation, even if it comes at the expense of them clowning themselves and becoming 304 undateable witches.
I'd say at least 30% of people have a dating app, but they're not actively using it. Or if they are, it's really just to match with people and message them for fun, not...
Yeah, 30%, that's women, all right? The people who use the dating apps but don't really go on dates or don't really use them with intention to date, yes, these are women that are there for the attention, validation, and free meals that they get.
Actively really wanting to go on dates. A lot of people just want instant validation. They just want to see what's out there, feel like they should be on the apps because why wouldn't you be if you're single? A lot of people experience burnout on the apps. They just go in every now and then to check in, but they know that it's not actually a source that like they think that they could find somebody on. That's the majority of my friends. And then somewhere in that 80%, there are people that like have a situationship, are still talking to their ex, like they are looking but not really looking, leaving only about 20% wanting and actively looking for a relationship. Now out of that 20%, you have to find somebody that you're equally attracted to and like actually have potential with, which isn't necessarily the best odds. So like, is it possible to find people? Yes, of course. But because of all of these people on it for all the wrong reasons, it oversaturates the app and makes it very difficult, therefore wasting a lot of people's time. Let me know what you guys think, but definitely my experience.
You think so? You think so? Now, this woman, she got to this information because she's a major in information systems, whatever. Right, she needed a study, guys, to find this out, apparently. Now, I've never touched a dating app. I don't even know how it looks. But I knew this to be the case years ago. Alright, you don't need a major studies degree to figure this out. You don't need a freaking study to figure this out. Meaning that all the women that are there, and some of them, it takes them 15 years to come to the conclusion that, oh my, I think dating apps are not for meeting traditional people and having a family. Wow, what a shocker, eh, guys? It took them 15 years to realize that, a study and a major, apparently. Now, my question is, for the people who say, well, but 20% are still looking for relationships, which is not 20%, it's way lower, but anyway. For the people who say, well, you know, they try to play the innocent card. Well, I don't pay attention to these men that just want to use me. I'm not entertaining them. Alright, but still, you realize that the vast majority of people there, that's what they're there for. I mean, would you go to a party where 80% of people are intoxicated and weird to be around just because of the 20% that are not? Would you do that? Would you decide to live in a neighborhood where 80% of people are criminals just because, well, 20% are not criminals? Would you buy a technological item that has an 80% to malfunction? Right? It doesn't make any sense. But when it comes to dating, they try to play this innocent card. Don't buy it, gentlemen. Women on dating apps are a massive red flag in like 95% of the cases and above.
The last time I was single, I was 24 and the dating pool was everyone. And now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old and gross, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Now, gentlemen, let's move on to our last TikTok, and then we'll check our two Reddit stories, one from a woman and one from a man. Let's have a listen.
Well, guys, I think you finally succeeded. I think I have lost the absolute last shred of hope I had that there's still good men left in the world. Just went on a date. I thought it was going well. Talked nonstop. not me, back and forth for over an hour. And then all of a sudden he had to take a call from a client, and he never fucking came back. And I got stuck with a $90 tab for his beers and pizza. So, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. 4B movement all the fucking way from here on out. You guys.
I don't know what 4B is, guys. Apparently there's another term, this cursed land of dating. But Ampu, why are you playing, man? Look, I'm asking you just for 1 hour a day to focus on this thing, alright? I know that you're damn tired of hearing women whine about the bad men that they choose. I know. But still, man, like, alright, just 1 hour a day. Then you can play with the ball, practice the violin, alright? So, same old story, guys. I'm also tired of the same old story. All men suck. Proceeds to date 10 to 20% of them. Same old story. Just pick better men. Stop, trying to buy things out of your price range. Stop going for the men who clearly don't care about you and have better things to do. I mean, this woman is mid, right? This woman is average looking, and she probably dated with this guy who is extremely successful, rich, handsome, and tall. And then she's Pikachu shocked that he didn't prioritize her. You know, like the best thing that has ever happened to him. But talking about not prioritizing, guys, let's switch on to a article written by a woman. And then we'll move on to a short one written by a man. But the woman one says, "Guy I'm dating is super busy and keeps cancelling. I, 28 female, have been seeing this guy, 30, for 7 weeks now. 9 dates and sleepovers. I wonder whatever happens on those sleepovers, guys. Probably pillow fights and nothing more, right? Because otherwise, if I say that this woman has probably spread her legs, the old police will come and say, 'Oh, Hidan, you're making bold assumptions again. How dare you presume that this woman has spread her legs?' No, they just went on dates and had sleepovers where nothing happened, right? Like the story with the cabin. Yeah, guys, let's just give the benefit of the doubt to all these women, when actually, if you have more than 2 brain cells, you can figure out that yes, indeed, they are spreading their legs before they get the commitment. We live only 10 minutes on bike away from each other. He has a really busy schedule, and last week I initiated the exclusivity talk, and he said he hasn't been seeing anyone since we met. So again, as always, first they go on 9 dates, they go on sleepovers, they have their fun, they spread their legs, they give the milk for free, and then they have the conversation about, well, do you want to buy the cow or not? And then when men don't want to buy the cow because they already get the milk for free, they go on the internet and they cry, "Oh, men are so evil." Jeez. Where did we left? He also said he will try to make more time for me when I express my desire for the same. The next day he cancelled to see a concert which I had struggled to get tickets for since his parents arrived in town earlier than he thought. We were supposed to go see a ballet tonight. I had booked the tickets weeks in advance and asked him to keep his evening free, but he texted this morning that he has got extra workload and won't be able to make it, and apologized. A few weeks ago he had cancelled because he was busy with work, and then he had pre-scheduled plans with his friends. So this man doesn't care. I'm not saying that he cannot be busy. A lot of men are busy, but when you get cancelled like 15 times, you have to start to consider that, yes, maybe you're not his utmost priority, right? Well, I understand that he's stressed and tired. I'm not really sure how to feel about it. He also takes hours to respond. Basically, we only chat during night after 9-10 p.m. for an hour after he's done with work. I have been growing feelings for him, but ideally, I want a partner who is more available for me emotionally and physically. Should I be understanding and let this go? Or tell him that he'll have to try harder to make more time for me, or I can't keep seeing him? Notice the amount of understanding, right? This woman is 28. Notice how understanding she is. Like the first one, "Oh, King, I'll give you whatever space you need. I'll give you all the time in the world. I'll be patient. I'll be understanding. I'll be all of this." This is because the guy is attractive and is out of her league. It's these women, guys. She's 28, right? It's these women that in a couple of years, when she reaches 30, she'll have this long-ass list of demands that a man must fulfill in order to have the privilege to be in her presence. All right? That's what they do when they are in their 20s. They mess with the chads, They are understanding, they're ready to make compromises, they're ready to do whatever just to keep his attention on her, all right? And it's these women that at a later point want you to step in and just fulfill 50 criteria in order for her to stay with you. Just clownish. Edit, thanks for all your suggestions and insights. He isn't a bad person, but probably I'm not on his priority list. Ah, you think so? Or maybe he isn't ready, doesn't know the efforts required to make a relationship work. I'm going to wait for him to reach out to me and have a clear communication on the next date. P.S. He had mentioned a month ago that this project is keeping him super occupied and is going to last for another week, though he has multiple other things that require his time. This guy is probably rich. He's working his behind off. And he's also attractive. He's rich and attractive, maybe tall as well, right? You see why this woman is so infatuated with him. Maybe he will have more time then. He also got a promotion recently, so probably that's making him more stressed. Or probably I'm just speculating and trying to defend himself for my own sanity. Yes, that's what you're doing. That's what women always do with chads. They give them the benefit of the doubt for everything. They don't mind getting cancelled 15 times. They just have no issue with anything, guys. They'll do anything to keep that attention from Chad on them, right? But when it comes to the good guys, they have no attention, no patience. You have to provide, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to step in, you have to fight for this. I'm only a princess here, ready to reap all the benefits. Now, gentlemen, let's move on to the story by a man. It's a short one. How would you deal with being a 33-year-old guy who hasn't ever had a woman genuinely interested in or attracted to him? Just curious, how would you deal with that? And yes, the guy is me. No, I'm not fat. Yes, I take care of myself to the best of my abilities. Yes, I have a job. Yes, I have hobbies. Yes, I went to college uni for 4 to 5 years. Alright, but do you have a six-pack though? But are you 6 feet tall though? Welcome to the male experience. It doesn't matter if you take care of your body. It doesn't matter if you take care of your looks. It doesn't matter if you treat your family right, if you have morals, if you have a personality, if you have interesting hobbies. None of that matters. The things that your grandfather was successful among the ladies for, nowadays they don't matter. Are you 6 feet tall? Do you have a six-pack? Or do you have 6 digits? Or all of 3 combined? Otherwise, you're not eligible for dating. And you will always be, in best case scenario, a plan B, a plan C, you know, a free lunch coupon for these women, alright? That's what you will be in the eyes of modern women. And the amount of women that care about anything other than the 666 rule are extremely low and are not enough for all the men. This is why we end up with men who are 33 years of age and they have never experienced a woman being genuinely interested in them, right? This is the state of dating nowadays. Quite disheartening, if you ask me, gentlemen. But leave me your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.